good evening. I'm Spencer James, and how many times has this happened to you? I'm not sure my first instinct, if I was in the shower and then saw a crocodile, would be to get on the ground and peer around the door, on the floor. Okay, I mean, this is ridiculous, but look at the thumbnail. Eaten alive by crocodile in hotel. Hashtag, oh my god, hashtag crocodile. What were those, his last words? Or something. Like, even just looking at his video thumbnails makes me feel like I'm gonna get a knock at the door because I've accidentally stumbled onto the dark web again. Like, police officer is tied to explosive device with 90 seconds to live. Astronaut killed on the moon. My entire family are dead. Yeah, I think you're starting to see the theme in these videos. I mean, look what happens when you scroll through the videos on his profile. It sounds like a roller coaster whizzing past. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cool. Alright, so this is just going to be the same thing over and over. This guy just overacts to a tragic situation, ends up crying, blubbering, and snotting all over the place. Okay, old news, man. We've seen this before. Okay, fair point. But let me tell you, I also thought the same thing. Until I watched all of them. Like, his videos go from a suspicious amount of children dying to caving mishaps, you know, plane hijackings, more children suspiciously dying, and even him literally in space with aliens. God, I actually love this guy so much. Also, I'll go into this later because I don't want to spoil anything, but one of the main reasons I made this video is because I found a way that we can pay Lewis to overact whatever the top comment of this video says. But again, we'll get to that later on. So, let's dive into the Lewis Saunderson cinematic universe. Now, the only real thing that tarnishes Lewis's perfect image is that he uses real children in his videos. And when the underlying theme of a lot of his videos is his, you know, subtle, barely noticeable obsession with child death. Like, you might recognise Lewis from when he went viral a few years ago because of this masterpiece. Sorry, I was just really getting into the story. Ooh, I should make some popcorn, actually. Okay. I mean, it's quite hard to make jokes about children dying, but, like, this is a very persistent theme. I couldn't not talk about it. I just thought we'd, you know, talk about it now, and then we can get to the silliness later on. But, I mean, I saw a father's tragedy on Christmas. Hashtag heartbroken. Hashtag sag. Hashtag sag? It's like just an old woman sex tape. That's disgusting, sorry. A father's tragedy on Christmas. Hashtag heartbroken, hashtag sad, hashtag pain. In case you hadn't decided on what emotions you want to feel while watching the video, Lewis is telling you what you have to feel when you're watching it. Do you reckon I can just do that on my videos? Hashtag laughter, hashtag fun, hashtag scared, hashtag shit your pants right now. That's right, hand them over. Come on. Now, I thought that a father's tragedy on Christmas was going to be this big, epic tale with loads of death. But no, and I'm not joking when I say this, the entire video is like 3 or 4 minutes of a montage of him just being a depressed single dad. And then the action hits right at the end when he just collapses in the middle of the street and dies. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Sorry, I gotta let the cat out. Alright! Let's go back to hashtag laughter, hashtag smiling, hashtag I have a knife and I'm prepared to use it. Because this is the final child death one, I promise. But how could I not show you father and son stranded in shark-infested waters? It's a shark! He's had to film this with his son in his backyard, inside a small inflatable swimming pool with a boat on top of their heads, in the middle of the day, in silence. What the hell do their neighbours think?
Oh my god, my family, they've been chopped up into pieces. Oh my god, this isn't even for a video, this is serious. I'm getting killed. Oh my god, they're all dead. They've all been killed.
Oh, Lewis and those boys sure are silly.
Someone please call the police.
Like, these scenarios are relatable to nobody. I've never been in these situations before because, unlike Lewis, I don't have unlimited revives or unlimited children at my disposal. Alright, fine then. You know what? Problem solved. Let's find a video of his labelled #relatable. Wow, I bet this is going to go well. Telling my best friend I'm in love with her. #love. Alright, here we go.
Love me.
Okay, hold the phone. If someone came up to me and said they loved me and looked like that, I'm not hearing them out. That's the face of a man you do not want to reject. Unless you want to end up, you know, waking up buried in a shallow grave. Sorry, I'll play the damn video. But this one is a roleplay, and if you know me, I love me some roleplay.
Abby,
Yes?
I have been in love with you my entire life.
Really?
Ever since we were kids.
Surprised I didn't drown like every other child you've ever known.
I know you're with Michael.
I am, and I love Michael Phelps.
And I know you think you love him.
Whoa, don't gaslight me, Lou.
I want to wake up next to you every day.
Alright, fine. But Michael snores a lot, so get ready for that.
I want you to pick me.
Lewis, this isn't a game of dodgeball. What do you mean, pick you?
Choose me.
Wait a minute. How did I get here?
Love me.
Where am I?
I know you feel the same.
Oh, I remember.
Tell me you feel the same.
Lewis, you blindfolded me and threw me in the back of a van. What do you think?
I love you.
Fine, but Michael sleeps on my side of the bed. I'm actually such a weirdo. I enjoyed that way too much. But Lewis isn't always life or death or kidnapping scenarios. He's also a huge Superman fan. But unlike me, who loved the new Superman, Lewis loves the old Superman. And he's so upset about the new one, he's uploaded a full-on Superman reaction video 2025. And you can tell that that's bad because he's added a crying heart in the top corner of the image. Thank God, because this video wasn't labelled as #sad, so I didn't know I had to be sad. I've been #horny since the last video. What did I expect? I mean, yesterday his wife and son exploded, but this is what makes him cry. Okay, well, there's 3 minutes left of the Superman reaction video, so maybe he gives us, you know, some actual analysis and explanation. What? I have no words. That's just... Oh my god. Okay, right. So I've just watched the last 2 minutes of that video, and it's just, like, you know, a montage of him as Superman, you know, doing normal Superman stuff. Like, saving children, blasting lasers from his face, or eating chicken nuggets and then crying yourself to sleep. But, you know, yes, this video is abstract. It makes 0 sense, but you can still appreciate the acting. And as someone who's eaten many a chicken nugget in bed, I'd know if it was fake. But seriously, can someone hire this man? Actually, if I was rich, I reckon I would just pay him to follow me around and then overreact to literally any minor inconvenience on my behalf. Okay, like, imagine you drive all the way to the supermarket to get yourself a nice cold can of Fanta. But then you get there, and all they have is Dr. Pepper. That's like the worst thing ever. Luckily, I've paid Lewis. I give him the secret signal, and then he drops to his knees in Walmart, crying, blubbering, shouting, spraying snot all over every baby in the vicinity. That would be so fun. Actually, wait. You can hire Lewis to, you know, act on your behalf. And that's right, just like I teased in the intro, Lewis is on Cameo. You know, the site where you can pay celebrities to say whatever you want. I mean, it's usually birthdays and stuff, but of course, you can ask them to say anything you bloody want. So when people request Lewis to do stuff, they're usually quite funny.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair Chinese style.
Now, to book Lewis, it is $60, and I'm a recently graduated retail worker, so I mean, these videos are already just monetized, so that's big money for me. But if this video gets 1,250 likes, beating, you know, the like record of the channel, I will take whatever the top comment of this video is and get Lewis to act it out. Obviously, I'll do, you know, my own funny scenarios with him as well, but the top comment will be, you know, the main one. You guys consistently make me laugh when I read the comments, so I thought I'd just let you guys cook. So yeah, leave your ideas in the comments, and whichever one is the top comment when this video hits 1,250 likes, I'll make the video. Right, back to this video, and this one caught my eye. Police officer is tied to explosive device with 90 seconds to live. #scary. Who puts their clothes on a mannequin before they go to bed? What, you've just got a fully dressed person at the end of your bed? This is completely different, alright? Me and Michael have a loving relationship. How do they get footage of me trying to get out of bed every morning? Alright, let's stick with the hashtag scary videos, because next up we have man wakes up in bathtub full of ice with kidney removed. Broken heart emoji. Hashtag horror. I mean, this video is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, Lewis does his best impression of a bag of frozen peas. And then he steps on an ice cube. How is that the most painful thing in the video? Bruv, your organs are all over the floor. Lewis, behind you! Sperm be like. Sorry, that's gross. POV, you fall asleep first at the sleepover. Okay, so these are all very extreme scenarios, right? Like, yeah, it's the sort of thing you sit and daydream about while you're in English class, okay? No one's watching these thinking, wow, this is exactly like that one time this exact thing happened to me. Unless you just happen to be a fan of Lewis and also a part-time terrorist. Or you're in the very specific situation of boyfriend with no legs discovers he's going to be dad. How has he even thought of that? But he is capturing emotion, you know, and he's spreading awareness to these tragic events that people often overlook, you know, like astronaut killed on the moon. Hashtag NASA, hashtag space, hashtag astronaut.
What the hell am I really doing up here? Wait, what was that? Something is inside my suit.
Oh my god. I just can't stop picturing him telling his family he's about to record this one. Honey, kids, Dad's gonna be filming now, so try and keep it down, you know, don't disturb me. I'll try and not be too loud, but just leave me be, I won't be too long, okay? Well, but hold on, there's a part 2 to astronaut being killed. This one's called Alien Bursts Through Astronaut's Chest. I mean, I'm not sure why he decides to do an impression of him going down a water slide to start off the video, but, you know, anything for engagement.
What's inside of me?
Me waking up in the morning after demolishing 2 large Domino pizzas and an entire cheesecake I do not remember eating. Alright, well, this isn't very hashtag scary, hashtag horror. I mean, clearly, that's just his hand. I want to see some real aliens. Ew, what? Alright, kids. This is why we don't eat glow sticks. Honestly, just show that as a PSA to the kids. You'll end up looking like... That's actually just unlocked something really, really deep in my brain, okay? This is another one of my classic weird tangents, but my favourite movie of all time, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. And this is a very niche reference I'm about to make, but the zombie monster in that, come on, you can tell that's a great reference just from the images. I mean, some of you are really going to get that, and you're my people. Me trying to avoid eye contact with the homeless guy on the bus. Okay, you might think that was weird, but it somehow it gets worse than this. What? Why is he giving head to an arachnid? Jesus Christ. Me trying to get powers after watching Spider-Man. What the hell is he even doing? I mean, personally, I love this guy. Yes, using children to play dead. Like, to play as drowned children in your videos. Maybe let's stop doing that. But apart from that, I'm all ears. You know, I'll be here just soaking the entertainment with my big bowl of popcorn. Oh, I should make some popcorn, actually. Oh, fuck. No! The popcorn. It was burnt. I guess it's not that much of a big deal. Hello? All 11 of my adopted children have drowned. How is that possible? Who picked them up from school? Should have guessed. Someone check the river. Oh! 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 Hi, I've got a delivery for... Oh. It's for you guys anyway, so... Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it might be on the shorter, less elaborate side, but I've just been working loads at the moment, so it's hard for me to get these out every week, but I'm trying my best. But with that in mind, I just want to say a huge thank you for 1,500 subscribers. That's just insane support, so thank you guys so much. Like, I'm also now monetized on these videos, which means every penny I get, I can just reinvest back into the videos, making it easier for me to make more videos, make them better quality. Oh, it's just, thank you very much for watching, basically. It's all I can ask for. But remember, if you see a man on his knees spewing snot all over the babies in Walmart, mind your own bloody business, alright? Because they're all out of Fanta. Well, what do I know?
There goes Hawaii, there goes Hawaii, oh there goes Hawaii, the island is gone.